Hearing held today for a Massachusetts man who's found guilty of murdering a man in Bangor.
He's challenging the conviction.
F. Daly found guilty last July of fatally shooting 51-year-old Israel Lewis. Lewis was killed in his apartment on 2nd Street in January of 18. Daly was sentenced to 42 years behind bars.
The hearing this morning was to address the motion filed by the state to dismiss post-conviction review. They're asking that counts be dismissed or clarified because they were too vague and are not grounds for review.
Daly's attorney says there was misconduct by the prosecution, including ineffective assistance of counsel and an issue of one witness being called to testify for the grand jury, but not during the trial. The court is reviewing dates for a future hearing.